Let us learn the word fantasy. Fantasy is a noun. Fantasy is a type of storytelling that is not based on reality. It often involves magic, mythical creatures, and imaginary worlds. For example, a fantasy story might take place in a land where dragons and wizards exist, or it might involve a character who has the ability to fly. These elements are not possible in the real world, which is what makes fantasy stories so exciting and imaginative. Fantasy can also be used to describe something that is not real or possible, but that a person wishes or imagines. For example, someone might say, "I have a fantasy of winning the lottery and traveling the world." This means that the person is not actually expecting to win the lottery, but they are imagining what it would be like if they did. Here are a few examples of how the word fantasy can be used in different sentences. As a child, one naturally enjoys reading fantasy, but as they grow older, they must transition to more serious reading. Many people behave in this manner because they have little understanding of the world and live in a fantasy in which they have a high opinion of themselves. The movie was a fantasy about a group of heroes who went on a quest to defeat an evil sorcerer. She had a fantasy of winning the lottery and buying a house on the beach. He loved reading fantasy novels because they allowed him to escape reality and enter a world of magic and adventure. She was lost in fantasy as she daydreamed about her perfect life. Synonyms of the word fantasy are chimera, delusion, phantasm, reverie, and illusion. Antonyms of the word fantasy are reality, truth, and fact.